Here's a clip from the Southwestern Lead app. Have you ever felt on top of the world one day? Sure of yourself, sure of your decisions, sure of the people you're around. And then the next day you get knocked down and out cold. Feeling like you're abandoned, unsure, having an existential crisis. Emotional roller coasters are a sense of intense and contrasting emotions in a relatively short period. Now, this can include moments of joy, excitement, sadness, frustration, and other strong feelings. A lot can happen in a day or a week. Relationships, work, school, personal hardships, or unexpected turns can leave us riding some crazy twists and turns. Okay, yes, but how is any of this relevant? Well, there's an important leadership skill found in not making decisions while you're in a state of emotional high or emotional low. The best decisions are made near baseline, a neutral point, kind of like the number 0. It's not up in the positives or down in the negatives. The expression emotional roller coaster captures the idea that emotions can be as unpredictable and exhilarating as a roller coaster ride, with sudden ups and downs that can leave individuals feeling both exhilarated and drained. It's important to recognize emotions in ourselves or anticipate how we might feel if things go your way or if they don't, so that you can make better decisions. See, nothing is ever as good as it seems, and nothing is ever as bad as it seems. Life and leadership are journeys of highs and lows. They're filled with moments that take us on this emotional roller coaster. So let's explore how to recognize and respond to the twists and turns of our emotions so that we can navigate this ride with grace and resilience. It's natural to experience joy, sorrow, anger, and everything in between. However, it's how we handle these emotional fluctuations that are important. After all, life is 10% what happens and 90% how we choose to respond. Now, I've certainly had my fair share of emotional roller coasters. I've had moments of triumph and moments of frustration. Emotions are a part of life, and with every emotion comes a choice. We can respond in a mature and healthy way or in a reckless way. The first step in navigating the emotional roller coaster is recognizing when you're on one. Pay attention to your emotional state and acknowledge your feelings. Are you feeling elated, anxious, sad, angry? Emotional highs and lows are both tricky because, once again, nothing is ever as good as it seems or as bad as it seems. We need a baseline, and that's the facts of the situation that help keep us grounded. If a player hits the buzzer beater shot and wins the game, it's great to feel that emotional high. But baseline are the facts that help keep us grounded. That shot didn't win us the championship, and we have another tough opponent to play next week. So sure, savor the moment, but there's still a lot more work to do. Have you ever bombed an exam and then found yourself down in the dumps because of it? And then, instead of pulling yourself back up to baseline by fine-tuning your study habits, you stayed down in the dumps. You beat yourself up over it. And then you ignored the next reading and homework assignment because you felt discouraged. Well, it's just a momentary low point. There's still more work to do. What happens is never as important as how we choose to respond to what happens. Emotional awareness is the cornerstone of responding effectively to the roller coaster of feelings. It's about being in tune with your emotions, understanding why you feel a certain way, and giving yourself permission to experience them and control them. Once you've recognized your emotional state, it's essential to choose a constructive response. If you're on an emotional high, you might channel that energy into pursuing a new goal or expressing your gratitude to those who helped you. If you're on a low, think back to the facts of the matter. You might reach out to a friend for accountability, rewrite some new self-talk, adjust your goals, and find a series of actions that will rebuild your momentum. Resilience is the ability to bring yourself back to baseline from life's emotional roller coaster highs and lows. It's about learning from each experience, choosing the proper response, and building emotional maturity. Recognizing and responding to the emotional roller coaster is a skill we can cultivate. Emotions are natural, and they give color to our lives. But it's when we ride those highs for too long or get stuck in the lows for too long that we begin to lose perspective and things start to drift off course. Remember that everyone rides the emotional roller coaster, and remember, nothing is ever as good as it seems or as bad as it seems. How we choose to stay the course is what matters most. So have you recently made a decision while you were in an emotional state? You made a decision mid-ride on that emotional roller coaster? Compare that decision to one you made closer to baseline. Did they work out a bit differently? In summary, everyone rides the emotional roller coaster sometimes, but just like an actual roller coaster ride, the highs and lows eventually level out to baseline. The key is to remember that highs don't last and lows don't last. Nothing is ever as good as it seems or as bad as it seems. Southwestern Lead is an international leadership program that helps you build skills, gain confidence, and discover new opportunities. With professional coaching, a world-class digital learning platform, and certifications that will enhance your resume or application, Lead sets you apart. We'll show you how to turn success principles into success habits through small group training, one-on-one coaching, and guided action plans to help you apply what you're learning. It takes more than academics to reach your goals. See what one of America's oldest leadership training programs can do for you. Visit southwesternlead.com.